already know what I think his love languages are, which is... Tessa, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I was saying this to Michael. It requires a lot when you think about the third iteration of Creed in order to keep the legacy going. What were you finding about the ways in which it demanded it from you as an actor?
Well, I think something that I've always really enjoyed about making these films is I feel like I've really been invited to be a co-author in Bianca's journey. Typically, we don't start with a script that's done at all, and so it's a lot of development to get the script there, and I feel really grateful that they lean on me a lot to say, where do you think Bianca's at? And so I feel, tremendously sort of proud of that, of where she is in her journey now. I think you get to continue to see a really a strong woman, a convicted woman, someone who's really after her dreams and her aspirations, but also I think there's been a way in which she's been allowed to sort of soften over the course of the three films, and I think she continues to be hugely, hugely dynamic, and I'm really proud to play her.
I think what I loved, honestly, the most about the film was Bianca's character, but also just because I think that it helped shed a light on accessibility and how important it is to put that at the forefront of so many stories.
Yeah.
How important was that for you to make sure that that was a constant throughout this film?
I think that's been a constant conversation, frankly, and I felt really excited to invite Mila Davis-Kent, who plays Amara, into the fold, because I always knew there would be a limitation in terms of what kind of representation I could provide, inside of the deaf and hard of hearing community. So I'm really just so pleased that that community gets to see a reflection of themselves in her, and also she's just so hugely talented. Never mind the representation question. It's like very exciting to be a part of someone's debut, like to get to be a part of Mike's debut, who I think is a very brilliant director, very skilled and brilliant director, and to get to introduce a singular talent, There's really nobody like her. And so that feels also really exciting to get to support that and witness that.
Yeah, and to watch, I think, the chemistry between yourself and Michael kind of grow, but then you're seeing him in a new lens and in a position of command. What did you learn about him and his capabilities behind the camera?
It's so interesting. Ryan Coogler was saying this the other day. It's like when you've known somebody for a while, for us it's almost a decade, just under a decade, right? So I've known him for a really long time. We really felt like babies when we made the first one. Not like, we were grown to a certain extent, but we were like baby grown, you know? So it feels like we have really matured emotionally. We've certainly matured in terms of our career and the legacy that we want to create separately. But it feels like I felt like some things that I suspected about him were confirmed. I suspected he might be a fantastic leader, because just knowing him as an actor, he's one of those actors that comes to set and you can tell everybody's genuinely happy that he's there. He lightens the mood and makes people feel seen and valued and valuable. And so the thing that I didn't know is if he could sort of channel that into directing in and amongst all of the challenges and stress that directing a film while being in it presents. And the fact that he could do both things, I think, really floored me. And then I think this time around, I think I witnessed a new level of sensitivity in him. I've always known that he's sensitive, but I think as he has matured, he's less afraid to show that, And so the amount of gratitude that he has to be in this phase of his career, to be surrounded with so much love and support, he's kind of a mush about it, and that was very nice to see.
It's so funny you say that, because he's like, I learned to talk to people in their own love languages, so that definitely came out.
Listen, I already know what I think his love languages are, which is acts of service, quality time, I would say, and physical touch, because you can tell he comes in a set, he's hugging everybody, he's making sure that even if he has just a couple seconds, he's saying, how are you, how's your weekend? He really did that very well. I really did witness him kind of read the room and understand what everybody needs. And I think it's one thing to make a great film, it's another thing to make the experience of making the film a great one. And to me, someone that can do both is really the mark of a very fine director. So I'm so proud of him, and also so happy that he did a good job on this one.
Well,
selfishly.
Congratulations. It was so well done, and thank you for the time.
Thank you so much.